And we're live again. Had an interesting evening tonight. Learning a little bit about the equipment here, realizing that the problem with sometimes using equipment that you haven't used for a while, that you have to figure out how it works. And quite frankly, sometimes my technical knowledge is not as much as I think, unfortunately. It's not that I can't do something, it's just that I sometimes have difficulty doing things. And so here it goes, okay? Here is the down low. I want to delete this video. Okay, understand. Delete forever. Okay, video post. Okay, we did a test about posting videos because for some reason the channel is acting up as far as YouTube is concerned for posting content. Just going through the regular control process, and then we go through to put things. And now I find out you can actually post videos. I have to go backdoor it by going directly into the channel through YouTube. And then once I go in there, all the videos I had from the original day Grant are gone, so I'm going to repost them. I probably will put them in there, maybe edited. I don't know yet. I'll have to see. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. There's some crazy shit over there. I have no problem idea what's going on, but we'll find out. Anyway, so the story's for I attempted to do a couple of videos. The first couple of videos obviously didn't have audio, so it didn't work. The last couple of videos I finally found out the problem, but then I realized something else. I'm using a Sony camera that has a tendency that if you run it for so long, it shuts off, but I found I didn't know why. And I thought, well, if I press the record button, it's going to record to the video. And then I realized another problem. In order to record, there has to be a memory card. Without the memory card, it will be on standby for a certain amount of time, up to about 20-30 minutes. It'll do a standby recording, and just as a recording device, and then it will shut off and go to demo. I don't know how to turn the demo off now. Once I figure that out, then that will be definitely a bigger asset, because then I'll have two camera sources. The Logitech camera which I'm using now, which is actually pretty good. The fact I can plug in the front USB port instead of using the USB-C port, 3 ports, because it is only a 1080p camera at 30 frames per second, not 60 frame video. So we do have that bit of a compromise right now. We're hoping to go to 4K eventually, get some 4K equipment that we've got. We're testing it out right now and figuring out whether or not we can do something with it, hopefully soon, as people are doing more 4K stuff, and I'm evolving and learning this process like we're all on. Anyway, the origin of this video is that I have a channel up that originally was called The Daily Rant with Mike and Hugh. And I started off with Albert attention. A friend of mine said that I met through sports entertainment and just general meeting through a series of circumstances in my life that, frankly, are just too much to talk about right now. But serendipity is the best way to, I think, in retrospect, to sort of phrase up. And then we decided, hey, we talk a lot about things, sports, education, entertainment, philosophy, religion, and such, politics, and all these things. We said, you know what, there's YouTube out there, and I know you want to do YouTube. Why don't we just do this on a channel so that we can have discussions with other people, so it's not just us talking about things in the radio and not sharing them with us, but to share them. So I started doing that. And unfortunately, what I got into is I ended up letting the conversation get steered to religion and philosophy, and specifically the fact that he was more or less, he's kind of the more being what I call agnostic, or claims to be agnostic, but he's been through a really, really rough religious time, where he went through a lot of different philosophies in life and that, and he was indoctrinated in all these different belief systems, and it was, quite frankly, a very confusing time for him. And it's a wonder he came out of it unscathed at all in any respect, considering the fact of what he had to go through. I think a little bit still affecting him, unfortunately, and quite frankly, I didn't realize how much it affected him until I found out that when I started to ridicule, maybe not intentionally in a cruel, malicious way, but ridicule his philosophies and beliefs about life, and his need to retcon in philosophies and things he's learned in the past that refer to his religious upbringing, which was religious philosophy, into the current thing and trying to make them sort of fit and rationalize them in, and how I was attempting to sort of laugh at them to some degree, maybe naively, immaturely in a sense, laugh at them and discredit them for what I thought they were as being ridiculous. And you know what? That hasn't changed as far as my personal things, but I had to realize the fact is, by doing so, all it did was people have safer cows in life, as I've discussed in several videos I've done already, but you'll never get to see unless I put them up there. Maybe we'll put some of the ones that actually worked up there. the last one's where they get caught up. I don't know. We'll think about it. Anyway, I didn't realize that I really did hurt his feelings, I think, and he just didn't want to tell me. And he was more afraid to hurt my feelings, and then I was afraid of hurting his. And I did attempt to apologize to him several times, talking to him on the phone, leaving messages for him, the messages on Facebook and such, personal messages. And I feel that maybe I didn't realize I needed to grow up a little bit. Fact is, in life, we all have our belief systems, we all have our ideas, we all have our philosophies. We're built up from years and years of experience, life experience and such. And I didn't realize, really, when it came down to it, is that he was not ready to let go of some of the things that he was taught that may not be true, or may not be as true to him as they used to be. And I wasn't being too genuine with that, and allowing him to evolve and to change his views on his own, to give him evidence and give him reasons to change. Instead, I just went and I just mocked it and just said how stupid it was. And quite frankly, that was a very mature way of doing it. It wasn't the right way of going about it. And quite frankly, I'm embarrassed by myself in terms of attention that way, and hoping that didn't just potentially destroy a really good friendship I thought we had. Hope we still have. It's an evolution. I'm growing up. I learned too. This life is a learning journey. I mean, I've learned a lot of things in my life. I'm continuing to learn. The day you stop learning is when you're no longer around. When you're no longer above ground, you learn nothing. You have the opportunity. Every day you wake up is a new opportunity, chance to be a better person, to explore, to create ideas, and be a better person. Learn to love those that love you, and to appreciate those that appreciate you, and embrace people that maybe you need to embrace, and to push people away that are not right for you. They're not going to help you get to the journey you need to be on, and to be able to continue to love and support you, and be able to make the positive changes and make the positive influence that all of us can make, given the right influences in life and the right stimulus and that. So, realizing that, I decided to change focus. If me doing things that way was going to be, I need to change. And then I also looked at the fact that ranting and the channels of the rant, as much as it may sound like a right thing to do, and it might sound like a funny idea to have a channel say, "Hey, God," but it meant that I was already putting myself in a position of disadvantage, where the fact that nobody wanted to listen to me because of ranting. And most of the liberal left media tend to push the people that rant as being a conspiracy nuts that don't have anything to say about anything. That all they do is question everything that they say because they are the authoritative sources, and most people are conditioned to listen to them and trust them and know anything else. And anyone else that says that don't have to even do anything to discredit you. They just say that you're a crazy right-wing conspiracy nut and stirred with all kinds of epithets and racist and all things. So you're a white nationalist or Nazi or whatever they want to call you. You can pick any term they want, and I'll either create lexicon terms that know they're going to evoke an emotional response from people because they know that they can, and they motivate people towards that. And then, of course, you get discredited long before you have a chance to express any of your ideas, and for a chance for people that are on the fringe of ideas that may be willing to cross over and look at you, a chance to look at you, they won't give you a chance because you've been deplatformed long before you have a chance to even. So I said to myself, you know what? Why rant about anything? Ranting is not. They tend to rant, which is ironic, because the fact is they say that they don't want you to rant, but yet when they go about telling their opinions from their authoritative sources, they tend to rant in a form of telling you that you're stupid. Do the exact same thing that the Q is the other side doing, is being and discredit you by. They do the same thing, but it's okay for them to rant like that because they're the authority, and you're supposed to listen to them without question because they're the authority, and it's just that's the way it is. So you know what? They can go about their way. There's no worse playing their game because you'll never win their game because they're always determined to win no matter what, and you're always going to be losers. So the best way to come about it is I decided, well, I want to have a channel that just expresses my opinion about things, my 2 cents, as it were. And like I said, I felt like 2 cents these days don't go very far anymore. So I said, no, instead of my 2 cents, I said, what about my 2 loonies? Because as a Canadian, I can relate to that. Any Canadian can relate to a loony, in this case a toonie, what it is. I mean, the loony toonie, and the fact that it's money, and the fact that now we don't have pennies anymore. The most of the things are dollars and cents, and we don't talk about cents anymore. It's now dollars, and everything's so much. The fact that things have become so much more expensive now than they used to be, and such that so now a toonie makes more sense than saying than a penny. So it's called my toonie's worth. It's just me ranting on here, maybe with other people joining me. Not necessarily me not ranting. So that's That's what we don't get. Me just expressing my ideas, what I see, things I see out there, information I post up. I might put some things up on there I see from the internet, sources, authoritative sources. I might have videos I might include from other people. I might have the people join me and explain. We can have a dialogue together. Maybe you can invite people from the internet, other channel, or I can discuss opinions you might want to post on my channel about things and have some discussion on. And like I say to everyone, now I just look at it differently. Don't believe anything that anyone says or wrote. Don't take anyone's opinion as gospel truth. If you're not willing to think for yourself and you're willing to let other people think for you, you're a sheep. And sheep are ready to be led. And people that are giving up their power that they have and their autonomy to think and have opinions and be able to object to things that they don't believe in. Angry with things they do. Do the research, and the facts change as opposed to feelings. Feelings never change. Mostly people have a certain feeling, they always feel the same way pretty much all the time, but the facts that inform those feelings are always changing. So you need to do your research and make sure you know everything. And if something you see doesn't sound right, do your research. If it sounds like it might be possible, do your research. Always do your research. Look at more than one authority, more than one. Don't rely on one person, you and me, for your facts and opinions about anything. Always look, and be willing to use your brain if you want to. I mean, ultimately, I hope you do, but I can't force you. So I'm hoping now we're gonna have this dialogue here. I'm going to be posting Tuesdays and Thursdays starting sometime in November. Hope we get some things going. I also have other channels on here. We have a video channel that we have YouTube videos from my brother who had a band a while back because him and his buddy Doug Comby. That's from Chicago. I'm going to be posting on one of my other channels all the videos. I already have posted many of the videos there. Hoping that they're supposed to be working on another project called John Doe and the Deja Vus. They got some songs up there. I might post them. I might try and get them to do a video for me. I might do an impromptu video, talk to them, set up to sort of help promote. I guess David's COVID times, most people are not really doing things as far as performance anymore. Now that we're starting to see things more performance things come up, hopefully we'll be able to get to them, and maybe they'll set up a performance between the two of them, or maybe they'll set up a small band. I don't know yet. Also, my brother is also looking into doing some other projects. He's also looking into some recordings. He might be recording an album soon, so we might do a launch with the album and some of the tracks here. And we'll make the channel, those tracks are going to be available on my website, intimemedia.ca, which is where it's going to be. Actually, right now it's intimegroup.ca, but we're in the process of changing all the domain names and merging the store in, and we're going to have it on the store. You can go there and you'll be able to buy tracks from Kevin, his new recording side. He's also fortunate he's doing his own artwork, and we're going to be doing some creative things with the artwork, and maybe putting some merchandise into the channel eventually, produced by him and other local artists that you can purchase from the channel. Help to support the channel, and hopefully we're looking at other things like Patreon and other sources, and looking to post not just on YouTube, but looking at posting on Odyssey and Rumble and some other things where we may be able to talk about some more controversial topics than we currently can talk about on YouTube. Knowing that YouTube is very, very sensitive about what things we can talk about and what we can't talk about now, so we have to be very careful. So right now I'm not going to get into details about those specific things. I'm just laying the groundwork and letting people know that I'm going to be back. I'm back again. I'm getting my ducks in a row. I'm hoping to become a regular fixture on here. I'm hoping to be a regular contributor here. We're going to have a regular dialogue from people on here, not just in the region I live in Ottawa as Canadian, but all across Canada, hopefully, as we spread the word to people about this channel and get some dialogue going, and maybe get some discussion. Hopefully, basically be able to talk to some other YouTubers that are in the area that are doing similar things to what I'm doing, so we get some dialogue back and forth, do some cross promotion between us, and let's have some fun. Let's discuss some things and just let's talk about ideas. And anyway, I'm going to select this off and say this is the first inaugural video. Hope to see you on the opening of the channel the beginning of the month, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll hopefully be discussing it. And I'll try to get the videos posted in the evening sometimes, so they'll be evening videos, so you might show up on Wednesday and Friday if they don't get posted right away, depending on when Eastern Coast I'm in Ottawa. So we'll see if I can get them done on the day. Hopefully get them done on the day. Depends if I decide doing the editing. Right now I'm just doing raw video with uploads, so for now mostly it's going to be like that. Eventually I'm going to do some other things and edit. I'm just using the standard OBS template, not very fancy right now. I got no graphics or crawls on it, but since I'm a one-man band, I'm doing as much as I can. And I hope you appreciate the fact that I'm on here, and I hope you get to participate with me. And we get to hear from some of you on there. So anyway, this is Mike, and I hope to be on here for a long time, along with this channel and some of the other content that we want to add to our YouTube presence. And welcome aboard. I hope to see you all. Thank you very much.